So let me catch you up on what's happening with our bike. Our friends at Krisp Vehicle Cooling approached us with a V8 project build. One of their work bakkies blew a motor and they wanted something to showcase their vehicle cooling products. Fast forward a few months and we did a full 3UZ V8 conversion, exhaust, chip, dyno, paint, some more paint, wheels and detail. The bakkie has been our ever standing for a while and now finally we are back to finish what we started. Now it's time to fit the sound system. This is the thing about project cars, man. Nothing ever goes smoothly. As with many projects, our bakkie has stood for a long time. Too long, but we're finally back on track. And the first thing we wanted to do was fit the biggest and best sound system we could find. So we visited Gaby and his team at AutoWorks.
We've just gone through the basics now of what we plan to do. But from your side, now that you've seen the bakkie, what do you reckon?
Obviously the bakkie is going to be doing a lot of driving. So it needs to be functional. Yeah, it has to be functional. We can't put, it's not functional to put Alcantara here, for example, because it's going to start shining up. Do some deadening on the outside, do some deadening on the inside, to get some nice crisp mud
because
bass.
apparently this bakkie doesn't have any sound deadening on it.
Yeah, no, we're going to deaden it to hell and gone, and we'll even remove the roof lining. But we also want to make it functional in terms of the audio, the functionality, the audibility of what you're getting out of it. So I'm suggesting a set of coaxials in the rear just to get some rear fill. A set of decent splits in the front stage. We put the tweeters on the stop panel over here and phase it nicely away from the windows so that we don't get that tinny sound. Nice mid-bass speaker, dead in the door, dead in the roof, easy.
And in terms of product, what sort
Rockford.
of... Yeah,
Punch
probably.
Punch is very... I'd go power splits in the front stage. I don't mind a punch woofer with a punch amplifier. Maybe punch coaxials even.
For over 35 years, Rockford has been a leader in the audio industry. It started with an idea that sparked a movement and ignited a following. It was in that moment that Rockford was born.
When I really think about Rockford Fosgate, I go back to 1973, and I think about Jim Fosgate when he introduced the first punch amplifier. And it was revolutionary. It changed the car audio business. He was the original seed of car audio. And I think about the decades that have gone by and all the products that have come out over that time. And there's always been something that's rung true with those products, and it's performance.
A tracking unit on here, and then a decent security system. Then we'll cover the whole back section as well, and do a functional but a nice install for the woofer with the amplifier. So we'll showcase the amplifiers and the woofer, and without having to cut anything or butcher anything.
First, it was stripped the bakkie completely. Then, create custom enclosures for the speakers. We decided to go with Rockford Fosgate speakers behind the driver, a Rockford power amp, and Rockford tweeters and speakers in the doors. Then it was time for the head unit, the state-of-the-art Alpine Halo, one of the best commercial units available for sale aftermarket at the moment. Each panel was treated and the inside of the car treated too with sound deadening. We also upgraded the electric windows, fitted a hands-free kit, and installed a state-of-the-art security system. Now it was time for the final touches, to redo the interior. The car was stripped again to get the full VIP treatment.
Initially we agreed we're going to spray, but then you asked me what are the options of doing the stuff in leather instead of spraying.
The best option where this plastics is concerned,
Okay,
you need to spray it.
okay, no problem.
Because if you're going to cover it in a vinyl type of thing or leather,
Yeah,
it's not going to fit properly, man.
I understand this.
Alright? So the best is to spray all this plastics.
Yeah,
The roof lining we're going to recover in black roof lining material basically. Obviously door pads. I had an idea like we spray the door pad black as well.
Yeah,
And then the centerpiece
yes.
we can recover.
That is what he asked me also.
Yes, that we can do. Also in black. What I want to ask you also, would you like a blue stitching on this piece of...
If you can add some blue in there, then it would work. Initially, we thought of the whole panel blue, but then it might just be, it's going to be too much.
It's going to be too much.
It's too much blue.
Gear knob also.
Okay.
What we can do also, we cover that also black, and we put the blue stitching on here.
100%.
Alright. Also thinking of this center armrest.
Yes.
As you can see, there's nothing on here now. What I can do is make up a pattern for it, like a Jeep or whatever. You know, you got the saddle stitch that goes
Yes.
here.
Correct, yes.
Then we can do that also in blue also. Then it will complement basically the bakkie, like it is now where the color scheme is blue and black base. The steering wheel, we can do the same.
Okay, the only thing with the steering wheel, we're going to change the
change it completely.
We'll change the steering wheel.
What's going to happen now is this carpet is going to be glued here to onto the back panel of the bakkie. Obviously, we move the speaker box, sub box to the back. Start fitting the roof lining. And all the other post panels that goes with the roof lining and the door panels as well.
Looks like it came from the factory.
Hello.
Yo, how's it going?
Very well yourself.
Alright.
Good. What's up?
We're making good progress with the interior, but the problem is that we can only get the door cards back next week.
Okay, what's the delay?
It's a material thing, and it's just a difficult job to get done. So you saw the roof is done, most of the interior is done, but we obviously can't do anything else until the door cards are done. So the last thing now is the door cards, and then also I want to see if we can get this bakkie lowered, man.
Yeah.
So I'm traveling now for the next couple of days. I'm back next week. So are you available to go next week, and then we finish the door panels and we do the other odds and ends next week?
Yeah.
We've just hit it.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Nothing ever smooth sailing. So.
Yeah, this is the thing about project cars, bro. This is the thing about project cars.
No.
Nothing is ever smooth sailing. We're still busy with this update, and we'll keep you guys posted as it happens. What's next for our bakkie? Well, we're still looking at loading it and doing the final detail touches to look exactly how we want it to.
That was cool.